castor oil is something that penetrates deep into the body. I never advise taking castor oil by mouth because it can be quite irritating. So I'm going to show you how to make a pack. So here is, I think we're familiar with them, they're blueies. Oh, this is a greenie, but it's an incontinence pad. So what we do is we get those and we cut them and we take off that top layer and we put several layers in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 layers of that oil sheeting in there. You see, the thicker the compress, the more castor oil it can hold, and the more castor oil that can go into your body. And what we do then is we tape the edges. And the reason we go to a bit of effort to do this, you can also stitch the corners, because this is a compress, so it can be used again and again and again and again. And the beauty of it is it has a plastic backing on it, and you want that plastic to protect your clothing. A castor oil compress is something that I apply to my hand every night. So you might notice I've still got a little bit of swelling in my hand. It's been only 8 weeks since I broke this. The x-ray confirms that my bones are healed, but there's still a little bit of swelling there because it was quite a serious break. So I've brought you over my castor oil compress, and I've used one of those sheets that the 15-year-old's knee went through, and I've actually got about 10 layers there, and I put that on my hand like this, and I bandage it. I'm getting very good at this because I do it every night, because I quickly discovered my husband's not a nurse. He does it in a bit of a hurry and doesn't do it quite right. And so there's my castor oil compress that I will sleep with. I sleep with it every night. So why am I putting a castor oil compress on this? Because that was quite serious damage. My ulna was fractured, my radius was totally broken and out of place. Whenever you've got an injury, you've got the possibility of scar tissue building up. And so this is very good at stopping scar tissue developing. And many people have problems years later after an injury from scar tissue. So if someone maybe had appendix taken out 10 years ago, sometimes they get more problems now because of scar tissue building up from that. So castor oil will break up any unnatural substance. So it'll break up a bone spur. It'll break up
When it comes to natural healing, few names carry as much influence as Barbara O'Neill. A passionate advocate for holistic health, Barbara O'Neill has spent decades studying and teaching the incredible healing power of nature. But among the countless remedies she has explored, one continues to stand out for its almost miraculous effects: castor oil. To many, castor oil might just seem like a thick, sticky substance tucked away in Grandma's medicine cabinet. But for Barbara O'Neill, this ancient oil holds a shocking impact on human health, when used the right way. She doesn't just recommend it. She believes it can deeply transform your body's healing process, reduce chronic inflammation, detox organs, and even help with issues as serious as fibroids, constipation, and lymphatic congestion. Barbara O'Neill has also noted that people with hormonal imbalances may benefit from the regular use of castor oil compresses. When applied to the lower abdomen or over the liver, castor oil can help regulate hormone levels by supporting liver function and reducing inflammation in hormone-sensitive tissues. Women who suffer from polycystic ovarian syndrome, irregular periods, or fibrocystic breast tissue have found real relief through regular application of these packs.
It'll break up kidney stones, it'll break up gallstones. It will even help to break cataracts up, so you can put a drop of castor oil on your finger and wipe it over your eye, then do it to the other eye. Could you put it in your eye? Absolutely. It's just easier to wipe it over your eye though, because it's so sticky. So if you know what castor oil does, you start to know where to apply it. When I was in I think it was Nebraska last year, a lady came to me and she was in her 70s. She said, my foot had this bunion on it, and the bunion came out about 1/2 inch. She said, I've been applying a castor oil compress to it every night for 2 months and it's gone. So that's good news. So any bony formations, bone spurs, very good at breaking up bone spurs. Obviously it's not going to do it overnight, and it's not going to do it sometimes in a month. Depends how long it's been there, depends how big it is, depends how serious it is. I've known ladies to break up fibroids by applying the castor oil compress. This would be a good size for the abdomen. So for endometriosis, it'll break up endometrial pockets, it'll break up cysts, it'll break up fibroids. And as you heard today, it's also important to balance the hormones. So balance the hormones, because it's that high estrogen that causes those growths, and then apply the castor oil compress. And we've seen ladies helped again and again with that. You can also use a castor oil compress on the chest if there's a congestion in the chest. You could wear it on the abdomen, not only for fibroids but also for constipation. I met a lady who told me she'd conquered her irritable bowel with castor oil compresses. She said, my husband's a doctor and I was not interested in what he had to offer. And I'd heard about the castor oil. So castor oil can be used in so many areas. If someone's got a sore knee, they might do a ginger poultice one night, they might do a potato poultice the other night, and then another night they might use the castor oil, and just observe what your body likes. I've had in my thumb a little bit of rheumatoid arthritis, because I have inherited the genes there. If I wear this castor oil compress every night, it never causes me any trouble. I've been wearing this compress. Well, I haven't been wearing for 8 weeks because my hand was in plaster for a while, but I've been wearing this one I've got on now for several weeks. So you can use it again and again. In the morning I'll touch it and I'll look at my finger, and if I see oil there, I know it's still got enough oil. But if it starts to get a little bit dry, I'll put another maybe teaspoon of oil on it. Maybe after another month I might make another one. When it starts to look a bit sad, you might make another one, but you can use the same compress for several weeks.
According to Barbara O'Neill, the list of conditions that castor oil compresses can help with is long and impressive. She has seen them used to support liver detoxification, relieve constipation, ease menstrual cramps, kidney stones, and shrink fibroids and ovarian cysts. Barbara O'Neill has observed their power to soothe painful joints, particularly in people suffering from arthritis or autoimmune diseases. However, Barbara O'Neill draws a clear line. Castor oil should never be taken by mouth. Despite its historical use as a laxative, she firmly warns that ingesting it can cause irritation to the gastrointestinal tract and potentially do more harm than good. Instead, she unlocks its full potential through a much safer and more effective method: castor oil compresses. These external applications penetrate deeply into the skin and tissues, stimulating circulation, supporting the lymphatic system, and offering relief from a wide range of health conditions. Barbara O'Neill is a firm believer that healing doesn't happen overnight, and castor oil is no exception. She encourages consistency and patience. Most people will not see immediate results after one use. Instead, the power of castor oil builds over time. If you found this information valuable, hit the like button, share this video with friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe for more life-saving health tips.